When you're in a game of FIFA and you're struggling to get some goals, or maybe you're losing the game, you need to bring on someone reliable, efficient, and incredibly clinical late on to be a clutch player for your team. However, the question is, which players are the best super subs in FIFA 22? Today, my friend, we're going to go through who are, for me, my favourite and best super subs in all of FIFA 22. These are some cards that you can still pick up on the market, whether they be the inform version like Anderson Talisca there, or maybe you've got these flashback cards, some gold rare cards that you can use, some hidden gems. Super subs, guys, are so important in Ultimate Team and so underappreciated. The amount of times I've brought on some of these players and they've massively impacted the game is nuts. Anyway, we are going to begin with Anderson Talisca. These are stats, guys, from him coming on as a sub, and he normally, to be fair, plays as probably a cam, sometimes striker, but mostly cam or like a cam in a 4-2-3-1. This guy has been brilliant. To get nearly a goal or assist in half of the games he's come on is great. And in general, his build-up play in midfield is fantastic. He's unbelievably good at holding the ball up as well. When late on in the game, you need someone to come on and really, calm it down, even though you're down by a goal or two. It's great to have someone like Talisca, guys, come on, be a threat from crosses and corners as well, and really have phenomenal in-game stats there with the right chem style. He is a great option to have as a super sub, and more so as a cam to get those key passes. He's a bit like Bobby Firmino in terms of real life, kind of underappreciated how good he is. And again, like Bobby Firmino, I guess, very good on the ball, great to hold of the ball as well, and lay it off to the strikers like Fekir or maybe an Icon to get those goals. This guy is fabulous. You can still pick him up, guys, I believe for a good price on the market. He's a great super sub. Trust me, he's incredible. Anyway, moving on, we're going to go to a player who is technically good enough to start games. However, I prefer bringing him on to really change the game, especially in FUT Champions, maybe Elite Division rivals. You need those wins to get the player pick packs. And Mahrez is such a baller in this game. Here are some stats, guys, as well. 81 goals, 81 assists in 83 games. Mahrez is the definition of a god tier player, not only to start, but bringing him on is sensational. He really does affect the defenders you come up against. They just don't know what to do. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. This guy is fabulous. Absolutely, guys, in my top 5. By the way, these players are in no particular order, so maybe you guys can choose from these super subs, or maybe you've got a favorite super sub that you want to add to this list. Comment down below, guys. Do let me know. We're going to move on to a player now that has been nothing short of godly, sensationally monstrous in this FIFA. It's got to be Seko Fofana. Probably my favourite centre mid after N'Golo Kante in this current iteration of Ultimate Team in FIFA. He is nuts. Absolutely beautiful card. He's one of the only players I have used as FIFA, probably alongside Fekir, who you could be mistaken in terms of in-game ability and his attributes in-game and how he plays, of playing like an icon. If you get this guy and if you've got him, you'll know what I mean. Even his informed version's great, but to see out a game, to bring him on in that defensive formation, Fofana is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that I've got so many gameplay highlights in previous videos and squads on the main channel of Fofana just tackling players and getting some crazy interceptions, he is absolutely wonderful in this game. And again, to bring him on late on in the game, you're 2-1 up and you've got 10 minutes left, 15 minutes left, 20 minutes to go. Fofana is amazing, guys, to bring on. Really has helped me see out so many close games. Moving on, though, we're going to go to a surprise inclusion, and it's going to be Marouane Fellaini. Now, I actually don't know where I love playing him the most. I think it might be centre mid, not necessarily CDM, because even in attack, guys, look at those stats. They're all stats mostly as a substitute. So it goes to show he has done something great and impactful in 16 games, but 8 times. So that's great with 5 goals and 3 assists. He's obviously fantastic at corners as well in the box. He's banging those headers in all day long. And He's really hard to get past. If you've used him in game, you know how good fun he is. He's also really good fun as a striker. He might, and this might be a great idea if you're struggling to get that kind of varied or a bit of a different kind of striker late on in a weekend league game. Fellaini might be your guy. I'm not joking. He's very cracked at striker. That might be a very bold statement, but I'm not joking. When he's got 86 finishing, guys, 97 attacking position, cannot be overlooked. And again, from corners, 99 heading accuracy with that chem style, 98 without. He's probably the best player to have in the box from corners. And especially late on, guys, you want to bring him on as a great super sub. And finally, one of my favourite players in general in this game, even to start, but more importantly, like Mahrez, is such a wonderful player to use in this game, guys. It's got to be Ousmane Dembele. We did buy him for 63k. He's only like 5k right now. If you are looking for a cheap gold player to add to your bench right now, it's got to be Dembele. For 5k, you are literally getting a player who is incredible in front of goal. Feels like he's got like 87 finishing in game sometimes. He's that clinical, maybe 85 being a bit more realistic, but still, he doesn't seem to miss a lot of the time. He's nuts, and with 3 traits there, 2 which are very nice indeed, not so much injury prone. But overall, guys, you cannot go wrong spending 5k on this card. And for me, when you spend like, under 10k on a card and they do something amazing, you're like, oh my God, that's incredible. However, let's say, for me, I've always said this, right? If you buy a cheap goalkeeper for under 10 or 5k and they do something amazing, like I just said, and more so for goalkeeper, yeah, that's incredible, right? However, when they do something bad, it's like, you know what? I only spent 5k, maybe it's in their nature to concede some goals. But, when they do some amazing things, it's like, I don't know where I'm going with this tangent here, but I think you know what I mean. Basically, if you buy a player and they're a really cheap price, they can't go wrong. You know what I mean? This is what I mean about Dembele, though. If you can just spend 5k and to have him on the bench is insane. De Bruyne is not a super sub. However, we have got these 5 incredible and all my favourite super subs to use in game. I like having the variation. You might be surprised, like Matt, why have I not got any defenders on this list? To be honest, I don't really change my defence much at all any game, really, unless they're really low on stamina. If I was to have a favourite, I guess, what would it be, guys? A favourite defender to bring on late on. I mean, most likely it would be a Ligue 1 player, and it would be this guy, Traore. Really awesome card. Klaus is also a good option, guys, but I feel like Traore is a great option as a super sub, especially to bring on left back or right back there. Atau could be a brilliant super sub as well if you can afford him, or if you get lucky in packs, having 5-star weak foot, maybe you can place the left back or right back. But to go back to my favourite super subs, guys, got Anderson, Talisca there. Mahrez, unbelievable. I love Talisca so much, guys, late on in games. He is a perfect cam to bring on. Fofana is a wonderful centre mid. Maybe you want to bring him on for Kante or to go alongside. In fact, normally I'd bring on Fofana for Gosens as he is CDM in this formation. Fellaini as well, you might want to bring him on to replace maybe, probably Gosens again, to be fair, as a CDM or centre mid. And again, Dembele, you cannot go wrong with this card. Big reason why is he's that cheap, guys, on the market, being 5,000 coins and utterly incredible in front of goal. I mean, the cheapest card is like 4.7k. Trust me, guys, if you want to get a phenomenal super sub who can change games late on, Dembele could be your guy. But who is your favourite super sub? Comment down below. Have a special day. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys later. Who is your best and favourite super sub in Ultimate Team?